Hello everyone, and welcome to this Videos on Frontier video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and today we're actually going to be doing an unboxing, but it's an unboxing of a product that's already been featured on this channel. No, it's not another Compaq Armada M700 or E500. No. I'm actually going to be unboxing an ASUS Transformer T100HA. And yes, I know I've already featured my ASUS Transformer T100HA on this channel, but unfortunately my tablet actually, well, it succumbed to something that's actually annoyingly common on ASUS Transformer T100s. See, sometimes if you run the battery a bit too low, then the charging circuit will get awful confused. You'll not be able to switch your tablet back on, even if you give it a full charge. It just won't. And even hard resetting it, pressing the power and volume keys, that will not do anything either. Now, when I got my T100, it was not charged and it was refusing to switch on. But I managed to kind of get around that by, pressing and holding the volume and power buttons. But this time I just couldn't do it, I was out at the office yesterday. My tablet was low on battery, so I was thinking, yeah, I'll put it on charge when I get to the office. I plugged it in, forgot to switch on the socket. For those of you who live in the US, a lot of UK main sockets have switches on them. I think that's kind of a good idea, especially seeing as we are 240 volts here and not the usual 110, 115, 120. So, yeah, didn't switch the socket on, so consequently the tablet was at 6%. So what I did was, well, I just put it in my bag. In this case, just put it in my bag, and I thought that, I should still have enough power, in it to, for the bus ride home. Unfortunately, that was not the case. What happened was, when I got it out on the bus, the orange light was blinking, so I thought, oh, fair enough, the battery's depleted. This did worry me because, like I said, the machine had kind of been in a similar sleep of death state when I bought it. But I managed to wake it up, as it were. So, yeah. So when I got home, put it on charge, tried pressing the power and volume buttons, didn't work. Tried it loads of times, tried charging it, that didn't work. I let it go from orange to white. I tried different power supplies, charging parts, what have you, and it just nothing would let it work. Now, a way to fix it on any other machine would be to take out the battery and reinstall it, but it's a tablet. There is no way to take out the battery unless you open it. And I could do that. Apparently it's very easy to open. You could literally just kind of open it by sliding a guitar pick around the, around the bezel, where the metal chassis and the glass screen join, and they'll come away. But like I said, it's under warranty. So I went to PC World where I bought it, and believe it or not, they were really good to me. They actually just swapped it out for a new machine. Bish bash bosh, jobs a kitchen. So, today I'm actually going to unbox it, because the other day I was too excited to do so. So, let's have a look. So here is the box. ASUS Transformer book. There's a picture of said Transformer running Windows 10. See, the T100HAs came with, and the T200HAs came with Windows 8.1. That's what Billy had on his channel, YouTube user Road Geek. T100H, and you've got the spec sheet here, which I will read off of camera because I'm going to need to use a magnifier. You've got the other side, and that must be the color actually. And if that is, that will mean it's brighter than my other one, because my other one was kind of a bronze color, kind of a dark bronze. Anyway, so what I will do is I'll just quickly rattle off the specs to y'all. So, T100H, color grey metal, LCD 10.1 inch WXGA, U-Slim GITPW, VRAM not available. Intel Z8500 BGA, ball grade array, so it's soldered to the board basically. It's the Atom Cherry Trail processor, 1.44 GHz quad core, HDD 32 gig eMMC, so it's a 32 gig model. ODD, WOODD, guessing that means no optical drive, obviously. RAM, DDR3 2 gig on board. WLAN 802.11a, G and N. USB 3.1 and 2.0 micro USB. OS Windows 10 64-bit. Keyboard language UK. Power cord UK. Accessory 2 cell 30 watt hours. So there you have it. So basically it's the same spec as my other one, the 32 gig version, and you know, I know it's quite small and what have you, but this was £150. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is open it. I'm going to need to use going to need to cut the seal. Safety instructions, because I'm using a knife, make sure you have a cup of tea to hand. I once again don't, but I have had one, so that's good. Also, if you're the kind of person who believes that private prisons are actually a good idea, then you're probably going to want to get a responsible adult to do this for you. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the knife. I'm just going to slice through the seal this way. Hopefully the knife should be thin enough to let me do that. Keyword there, should be. There we go. Done. Okay, so now we can open it. And yep, this is actually the same colour as my other one, so it's basically like for like. And I love that. I love this box actually, this mechanism. Look at that. And then you've got In Search of Incredible there. Isn't that nice? And then just basically pull up on this tab and out comes the tablet. So because everyone's got to have that Apple experience, this is wrapped up in cling film the same way that my 2009 MacBook was when I bought it. So just to show you what all we have in here, got some instructions. Well, we've got a warranty card. We have a user manual, which is also available as a PDF on the actual device. You know, basically shows you, how to use it. Then you have a micro USB, USB to micro USB charging cable. So there you go. We've got USB-B on the end, micro and USB-A there. And no, I don't know why they don't use USB 3.1 charging either. And then you have the plug, the actual transformer bit of the plug, and the actual plug fitting itself. And this is UK plugs. And yes, they are as painful as you look when you step on them. And no, I did not step on the charger, causing it to break and causing the ASUS to never, my old transformer to never work again. But with these, what you do is you literally slide, basically just slide this into here. And then, hang on a minute, do you? Yep, you do. And then take the USB cable and then you plug it into the USB port for charging. And there you have it. We've got USB charge cable. That's good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put this, I'm just going to put all the packing materials and everything back in the box. So, let's have a look at the transformer itself. Very nice. Got a webcam on the back. And for those of you who didn't see my last video, I'll do a wee tour around it. On the left hand side, there's nothing. The ports are actually on the screen end because this is a tablet and it has a keyboard base. Turns it into kind of a netbook type thing. Hence the term transformer. So on this side you have a USB 3.1 type C socket, which you know, can actually be used with a dongle like this. Basically you have USB 3 type C plug on one end and the USB 3.0 socket at the other, and this can be plugged in either way, because that is a beautiful thing about USB 3.1. It is actually reversible. So there you go. So now I could plug in a USB 3 device if I wanted. So what I'll do is I'll just unplug this. Good. Then on the other side, well, on the front we really don't have anything. Actually we do. We've got the power button. And I'm thinking this is a microphone. And then on the other side we have an SD card slot, mini HDMI or micro HDMI, I can't remember, it's one of the two. Then we have the USB to micro USB port, and that does work with a dongle as well, actually, a USB on the go dongle. But while you're connected to the, oh yeah, and then you've got a headphone socket, but while you're connected to the base, you do have use of this, a standard USB 2 port. So there you go. So let's open it up. Let's see. Oh, James, try to get this thing open. Right, so there you have it. So this is the transformer here. It looks all transformery and stuff. So I can show you how you undock it. Literally just kind of rock it up the way and then ta-da! And then to put it back down, basically just the opposite. It slides back in very easily. Now, will this turn on without a charge? Let's test it. Okay, so this one does not want to turn on either. Okay, so my last one of these, like I said, it had trouble switching on the first wee bit, so the best thing I can do is probably just kind of leave it to charge a wee bit. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to switch it on. Well, after a wee bit, this has actually switched on. So let's get setting it up. Now, unlike other computers that I've had on this channel recently, I'm not necessarily going to have to poke my head right in front of the screen, because this is Windows 10. This has magnification. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, as far as I'm aware, this will have Windows 10 version 10.2.40 installed on it. And the reason I think that is the case is because that is what my other transformer had installed on it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to set this thing up, and then we're going to upgrade it to Windows 10 build 1511 or 10586. Let's get a few things out of the way. Select the language. So I want the English language version. Yes, wanting to know certain things about everything. What time zone am I in? That's good. So it's got all the United Kingdom settings. Here's all the legal stuff. Here's the legal stuff. I love that. Accept, and I know I'm using a magnifier, guys, but then again, you know, I am visually impaired. I do need this. So let's set that up. Okay, so I'm verifying and connecting. Excellent, get going fast, blah, 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 yeah. Okay, now these are things that I want to be wary of. Personalization on, send typing and linking data to Microsoft to improve. Unfortunately, I have to switch that on. Hang on, no, I don't think I do, actually. Advertising ID, yep, location on. We'll have that. Yeah, because if I keep my location on, then Cortana's actually got some pretty cool stuff that I could do. So I could set Cortana to remind me of something when I go to the office. For example, if I have a job to do next time I'm in the office, say to fix one of the computers or to check for updates or to, you know, anything, or print something out or what have you, I can literally say, remind me to do a thing when I get to work, you know, print this document or get the, yeah, whatever it is I'm wanting to do. Browser protection, use smart screen, nope. Use page prediction, nope. Connectivity and error reporting, automatically connect to suggested hotspots. Nope. Automatically connect to network shared by your contacts. Nope. Send and receive errors, diagnostic information to Microsoft. Again, how about no? Just a moment. So what it'll do next is it'll ask me to log in, and yep, I will log in because actually, I think it'll be for the benefit of me because, you know, I have started using some apps on the Microsoft Store. You know, on this, because of, well, the fact that this is a tablet, I've started to actually use some apps on the Microsoft Store. And so basically, I do want them to work. And, you know, any additional purchases or, you know, any progress in games, that will all have been saved to the cloud and will be downloaded back to my device as I download each app. Please wait. Okay, and now it's asking me to set a pin. Hi. We're setting things up for you. This won't take long. Setting up your apps, your social networking, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those pretty little photos. Everyone likes to look at pretty little photos. Oh, I like to... oh, and then there's photos of cats. Oh, I love the photos of cats, especially them with the vintage filters on them. And the adventure begins again. Sorry, I can't take that seriously. I really can't, and this is probably why Microsoft was... yeah, I mean, apparently in the Redstone build of Windows 10, it's going to be different again. I was told what it was, but I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure that IBM ThinkPad R51 will come in there and be like, well, actually, giant size this. let's start. Pun not intended, you know, like the start button. Excellent. And everything has actually now been set up with my profile in the green colour and all the good stuff. Some of the good stuff anyway. So, this is Windows 10 build to 10240. So, how am I going to upgrade to 1511? I'll tell you exactly how we're going to upgrade to build 1511. At which point, it would probably be advisable that I actually run the recovery again, because otherwise it won't let me delete the old Windows files, and that is really quite frustrating. So basically I have a USB key here with Windows 10 on it, build 1511. So I'm going to insert said key into the USB port on the keyboard dock. Excellent, and we're in. I'm just going to quickly magnify up the way. At this point, I'm just not even going to bother touching Windows or anything. I'm just going to literally upgrade. That's, yeah. Okay, and this is going to take quite some time, especially on an eMMC storage card. So, I mean, really, you know, you want a budget time for this. If you're going to use your tablet, if you have to use it, you know, and I can perfectly understand, then you will need to budget a wee bit of time to get all this stuff done. eMMC is really not fast. But I mean, it's certainly worth doing the upgrade to Windows 10 build 1511. I mean, for one thing, you'll get the latest updates, and for another thing, it gives you the ability to save apps to a micro SD card, which is, or anywhere, to be honest. Which is it's kind of necessary if you actually want to, you know, try and put more apps on this thing than the 32 gigs will allow. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother with the updates at the moment, because I just literally want at this point to install Windows 10. I want to help the installation of Windows. No. So there we go. That's Windows 10, a way to install. So this bit will take some time. Then it will go on to the next part of setup, which will be just kind of installing it. You know, just getting things ready to install. And then it will go to the out-of-the-box experience pretty much again. Although this time, it won't be as long. But if there's loads of old Windows setup files on here, then, I'll delete them. And if it won't let me delete them, which is sometimes the case, then what I will do is I'll just literally go and tell it to reset to factory settings, deleting my old version of Windows. And what will happen is it will restore this machine's factory image, but with Windows 10 build 1511 in place. So that is pretty neat. So yeah, this is ticking along nicely now. So I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so setup has finished. We've updated your PC. All your files are exactly where you left them. We've got some new features to get excited about. Who wrote this? Was it me when I was 10 years old? I mean, I was excited about anything on the computer. When I was 10 years old, it's like, oh, you actually have a close button at the top of the window. Isn't that funny? There's a wee cross. And look, the programs went away. I actually remember I was on a computer at school, and I saved a WordPad document, to the desktop. It was actually a homework sheet that I was doing, and saved this document, and it came up on the desktop, homework, and then of course the WordPad document icon, I thought that actually looked like somebody's homework. So I thought, cool, it knows what it is. So I tried resaving the file as maths, because it was maths that I was working on. But it came up with the same icon. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's not that advanced. It's not going to actually put an icon, what I'm doing. Anyway. What I want to do now is just clear out all the system files, because Kenfit, like, when you upgrade your operating system, it leaves all kinds of flotsam and jetsam on the hard drive that, or in this case, the eMMC card, that really I just don't want. You can, yeah, just stop it. Look, 22. There's only 5 gigs left now. There should be a lot more than that. And there will be, as soon as I've actually gotten rid of these files. I mean, my last transformer, there was a lot less space used up. Isn't that weird? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm in the storage thing now, and it will it's going to calculate exactly, yep, there we go, how much, how the storage has been used. So system in reserve, that's the lion's share of it, and then recovery files and other, temporary files rather. So what I want to do is, temporary files is 11 megs, but previous version of Windows, that's taking up 8.72 gigabytes. So what I want to do is quite literally delete that. This is going to take quite a while to delete it, because it isn't the eMMC storage fun. But once it's done, I should actually get, I should actually be able to have a lot of disk space back, which will be fun. But while that's doing that, what I can do is I can actually make some adjustments to the way that this looks. So for example, I want coloured title bars in the taskbar, so show colours on start taskbar, action center, and the title bar. So that's a very big on, so give it more ons. And then the lock screen, I want to... What on earth? I didn't think my lock screen looked anything like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting all sidetracked now. Show background picture on the sign-in screen. No, I don't want to do that. Choose an app to show selected your detailed status, calendar, mail, calendar again. So here you can actually, choose things from WeApplets. So say, for example, the weather. And yeah, so that, I mean, it's like when I've got the calendar set up and I've got this thing locked, it usually shows what appointments I have upcoming on the lock screen. Obviously what I'm going to do is change that picture. But if we, oh jings, if we go back to, yep, here we find the start menu has now changed colour. Isn't that nice? Go back to storage. We see already the free, no we don't actually. So go back to temporary files, and then hopefully it should still be kind of cleaning everything up. No, it's not. So, and now we've got 20 megs of temporary files. Thanks. So, with that all said and done, I think what I'll do is I will leave this to do what it's got to do. Like I said, I mean, using the recovery option is always a thing, and I can tell it to use this version of Windows and delete all the old version and what have you. That might be something that I look into actually, so that I can start off with a clean install of Windows, build 15.11 and what have you. And yeah, ASUS web page manager is after my attention, but I'm not going to do that for that, because I'm the boss, not the machine. Set rep. It seems that it's removed a lot of these files, but I seem to remember having this problem before where it just only remove a wee bit. But yeah, there is quite a lot of free space still left over. However, just to make sure Windows is the cleanest it can be, what I've decided to do is reset this to factory settings. Now, bearing in mind this, now that Windows 10 build 15.11 is installed, this will have been reflected in the reserve partition, and hopefully I should be able to completely get rid of Windows 10 240. So what I need to do is go to the Windows, so to recover the machine, basically what you do, I'll do it, start settings, update and security, recovery, and reset this PC. If your PC isn't running well, resetting it might help. This lets you choose to keep your files or remove them, then reinstalls Windows. Get started. I want to remove everything. Getting things ready. This won't take long. That's a lie. So this, yeah, okay. Do you want to clean the drives too? Removes files and clean the drive. This might take a few hours, but it makes it harder for someone to rescue your removed files. Use this if you're recycling the PC. I just want to remove my files, okay? And then what I want to do is just reset. Okay. Now, when I did this last time, it did give me a dire warning about how all the old Windows files were going to be deleted. Maybe I couldn't properly delete the old Windows files. Right, guys, it's much later, and Windows 10 has been installing. And we're actually just getting on to the final part now. It took quite a long time for the eMMC storage to actually be cleared so that Windows 10 could be clean installed. And basically what's happening now is it's actually reinstalling Windows. And it's quite odd because, I mean, if it's anything like my last Transformer, which it should be because it's the exact same model and exact same kind of procedure, then it should basically do a factory restore, but using Windows build 15.11 in place of Windows 10 2.4.0. So, I'm glad I finally got to show you some of this. So yeah, I will come back to you once we get to the out-of-box experience. So now we're once again at the out-of-box experience. So this now, it should be very similar to what we saw earlier. And so let's have a look. We've got everything kind of set to United Kingdom. Now, if Scotland becomes independent, we should see an update that would actually have Windows 10 acknowledge Scotland as an independent nation. And the reason for that is Windows 10 is on a rolling release schedule. Anyway, let me log on to Wi-Fi. And, right, okay, so now I'm back on Wi-Fi. So, I mean, yeah, there we go. So, get going fast. So let's see. Personalization, personalize your speech. Probably have to send that to Microsoft for Cortana to work. Don't want typing and inking data. We'll use the advertising ID. Let Skype, if installs, let you connect with friends in your address book. Yep, that's absolutely fine. I think this is Windows 10 build 15.11 because that Skype option I don't think was there in 10.2.40. Location, turn on Find My Device. Yep, I definitely want that, actually, because I'm always mislaying things. Automatically connect to suggested open hotspots. Not all networks are secure. Nope. I decide which Wi-Fi I connect to. Automatically connect to networks shared by your contacts. Nope. Automatically connect to hotspots temporarily to see if paid Wi-Fi services are available. Nope. Send full error diagnostic information to Microsoft. Nope. Don't use smart screen. Don't use page prediction. And don't go sending updates to other machines on the network. So as you can see, I mean, this was quite a stooshy back when this caused quite a stooshy when Windows 10 was released. You know, the idea that it would automatically do all of these things, and it really wasn't quite clear. So this was quite a thing when Windows 10 was released. People were saying that, you know, Windows 10 was going to send data to Microsoft about what you do, and it was unclear as how to stop that from happening. So they have simplified the process a lot in Windows 10 build 15.11, but to be honest, a lot of these articles are hyperbolic in that, you know what it's like today. Everything's clickbait. You know, so it's Windows 10 is farming out your data and sending it to Russian gangsters living in Colombia. So, I mean, exercise caution, obviously. You know, turn off the data logging stuff. You can do that. You know, if you go to security, there's options there. Only let certain apps use devices, you know, that you trust. You know, keep antivirus software on, and if all else fails, there is an anti-beacon tool that you can download and install. I think it's from the makers of Spybot Search and Destroy. Can't remember, but yeah, and yeah, I actually have LML3 in my headset. This is brilliant. This is like a TV show. Actually, can get quotes, can get prompts. Can get prompts here, and it's a lot better than having Sansui 350A, because he'll just make me say derpy things on YouTube. So yeah, it is believed that the makers of Spybot Search and Destroy this fall bring home anti-beacon for all the family to enjoy, not having their data pried on by Microsoft. Anyway, so basically what I'm going to do now is just sign in. So now we've done the whole out of the box experience, and hi, we're happy that you're here. Lots of great features to get. I should do it in George H.W. Bush's voice. Hi. We're happy that you're here. Lots of new features to get excited about. Lots of great new features to get excited about. Read my lips. No new features. Wait. No, there are new features. Damn it, Bar. You messed up my cue cards. So this will just go about setting up the desktop and what have you. And because I've logged in, just like before, it will actually bring down my settings and what have you. And there we have it. So, we know we're on 15.11 because it said lots of new features to get excited about, rather than we're setting things up for you. Like Bruce out of Family Guy. Oh, hi there. We're setting things out for you. No, done that. So there you have it. So Windows 10 is about installed. What I can do now is just like before, just kind of go back and boom, there you have it. So everything is up and running, and if I go to WinVer, Microsoft Windows version 15.11 OS build 10.586.104, which is quite up to date, but there will need to be some Windows updates installed. I think this machine is nicely set up here. So, now that I've shown you how I set one of these things up, and you'll probably need to verify the device with the Microsoft as well, verify your account. But now that everything's been set up, I think I will conclude this video here. So, I would like to say thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, to like videos on Frontier on Facebook, and to follow me on Twitter. But for the meantime, thank you for watching, and please join me for my next video. Oh, and if you're wondering, if you're asleep, please stand by for the music that will wake you up.